Hello future me and Peg. It's the 6th of July 2022, and although I haven't perfectly memorized pages 1 and 2 just yet, I have started to get a head start on the notations and fingerings of page 3. Now, as my piano is elevated to a height where I can play it while I'm standing up, swiveling around to see my PC and make changes on the fly isn't very convenient. So I thought I would load up my software programs onto the laptop over the keyboard and do it all from there. Well, the laptop is quite big, it's about 16 inches, but it's still too small to fit in the software I need and see things clearly. Making changes this way actually puts quite a strain on my eyes, but there are ways of zooming in and out and getting the job done, but I've pretty much abandoned that idea. And I'll just keep moving from the standing in front of the piano to sitting in front of my notation software on the computer and hopefully remember the changes between the time it takes to get from the piano to sitting down and firing up the software to make the changes that I need to do to get it right. And page 3 is easily the hardest page of music that I've ever tried to learn. It's not very big, but it's still quite difficult for me. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'll try and stick an insert of it in this video. So yeah, in a few years I'll be able to sight read this blindfolded with my arms tied behind my back, but right now it's a bloody nightmare. On the upside to that, the last page, page 4, looks really quite manageable. So once the big hurdle of page 3 is kind of jumped over, the sprint to the finish line with page 4 should fall into place quite nicely. So 1 and 2 is kind of done. Page 3 is going to take a bit of work, and page 4 will be kind of light relief learning after the first 3 pages. What a way to learn. Plus, actually, it's this task that, I really still haven't finished the alterations to page 3 yet, but I did put up a fingering video already. I'll try to do a first look video later on in the week. It's Wednesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I'll put a first look video up by Friday. I started playing the notes at the right speed, but I realised that there's a much better way to play them. So I'm constantly changing the fingering all the time. It's kind of a pain. I didn't realise that would be such a major part of learning a song. So anyway, I'm getting quite a bit clever at of adding and even subtracting my own little bits and pieces too. Nothing mind-blowing or terribly clever, but just the odd note here and there that I feel either sounds rather nice, it sounds better, or it's easier for me to play if I kind of move a note from one clef to the other or subtract it altogether, because it doesn't really make much difference to the final product. So in fact, I might even post a video of an example of that sometime in the future. Actually, I could do a 1 hour long fingering video as a sleep aid for people with insomnia, because it beats counting sheep and listening to those ridiculously bloody awful rainforest videos right on YouTube. So I mean, if you've got a sleeping disorder, fire up one of my fingering videos and that's it, you're out for the count. You'll have a brilliant night's sleep. Anyway, just another note about my commentary videos. It probably seems as I'm whinging and complaining all the time and inventing reasons why I can't play very well, or that I'm not picking up things very, very quickly. This is just a factual journal of what's on my mind and what I'm going through. So while it might seem to have some negativity, it is just a diary to document everything that's going on in my life now, so I can look back later and understand my mindset and the conditions that were taking place at this time. Actually, my spirits are naturally high, and I'm determined to get the job done and learn more songs. Anyway, I'll post a first look of page 3 by Friday-ish, I think. And that's it for this little update. So ta-ta, future me and Peg. Bye for now.